Remember that DNA testing thing where you have to spit in the what? How do you call it? Like a YouTube,
no, but your tube.
Spit tube.
It was your tube.
Your tube. Oh, it's my tube.
Your tube.
This is a DNA test, and I've done one for you, free. As I met the two founders and interviewed them, they agreed to give one to the Seesmic community. So here it is. I'll show you. If you want it, just explain why you want it. Let's have the community decide who should have it.
Let's have a look at the people who have
spitting.
No, they didn't spat. This is difficult. You spit, I spat.
I've thought about would I have my DNA analyzed before, and I think it'd be really fascinating to get that information. I do enjoy some genealogy in my family, keeps records of these things. I think I would potentially get it tested if I both A, knew that everything would be very anonymous and they actually had no way to track me, and I would also do it if I had complete assurance that there would be no conveyance of ownership of either my genetic code or anything that was specifically derived from my genetic code.
Father-in-law is actually one of Georgia Tann's baby, and if you're not familiar with Georgia Tann, she was a woman who did things like steal babies from hospitals and then illegally sold them on the black market. She ran an illegal adoption agency. It'd be very interesting to see what DNA results showed, either directly to him or maybe through my wife.
Hi, Alaric. Yeah, sorry, I'm in the bath, but I had to reply to this. I would seriously consider having my DNA analysed, mainly because I'm quarter German, quarter Italian, I even forget myself, quarter Scottish, and I kind of wanted to know how I got to be such a mongrel. But I would only have my DNA analysed. I would only have my DNA analysed if the company that was doing it was 1000% transparent in everything they did.
Spat.
So it's spit, spat, spat.
Yes.
I know that I have American Indian in my blood, a little bit, but I don't know what kind, because as far as I know, that part of the family, they ended up as servants in what became Kansas, basically like on a funda. You know, you don't keep records of your servants and their progeny, so I don't think there's a way to track back the family that far.
As far as I'm aware, I've got Native American on both sides of my family. Now, on my dad's side of the family, that's absolutely positive because I have met my relatives that live on a reservation. On my mom's side of the family, it's slightly more complicated. My great-grandfather always said he was part Native American. 15 years ago, my mother found some old photographs of my great-grandfather. When we looked at them, we just went, it's a black man. He's not Native American, he was black. I've been interested in getting my DNA tested to find out about my great-grandfather because he clearly lived at a time when you couldn't admit to having any African ancestry at all. And obviously we could be wrong. Fine. It's just that, you know, different races do look different, and it would be just interesting to find out, because there's no other way of me finding out other than that. So that's why I want it done.
If it was for scientific reasons, hell yes. If it was for political reasons, fuck no.
I think it's a good thing to be informed as to what your genetic makeup is and where you're coming from. Because I think if you're susceptible to certain diseases, you can make more informed choices about whether you want to pass them on through having children. And you can see what diseases you're going to be more prone to. I think it's kind of scary. It's a lot of data you're giving away, but at the same time it's beneficial. But I still think I'd like to have it done.
Would I have my DNA analyzed? Yeah, I think I would. Why not? The worst thing that happens is you find some stuff out you maybe didn't want to know, right? But knowledge is important. It's a good thing. Knowing what is the good and the bad that underlies you at the genetic level. I can't worry about that. I think that's a good thing.
Why should I get a free DNA test? Well, part of it is because I'll actually understand what's all the information up there. I am a bioinformatician. I work in a company that makes software for genetic analysis, but also as much as more to see how the software works, how the interaction with the software is, what level of information you get out of it.
I definitely would like my DNA to be tested. Here's why. I think we can domesticate biotechnologies just like we domesticated computers, really, and it's going to probably dominate our lives. It's going to be, I don't know, genetics for the people. And I think 23andMe is a step in that direction. I plan to actually open source my genome if I get my DNA tested.
I'd love to take the DNA test. You know why? Because then I could tell all the Frenchies on here whether or not I really am French.
I feel like something of a seismic pioneer. Always two. I'm probably going to be spitting a lot anyway, so why not into a small tube? 3, I don't know, I can write about it, I can blog about it, I can vlog about it, I can certainly seismic about it. 4, maybe I can finally find out if my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother, that might be too far back, I don't know, I wasn't counting, but maybe one of my ancestors was raped by Vikings. You know? That's a good reason to have a DNA test.